Get Arsenal updates directly to your inbox plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. Arsenal have clinching a spectacular double signing that has reunited former Borussia Dortmund teammates Henrikh Mkhitaryan and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. With last season's top scorer across all competitions Alexis Sanchez now a Manchester United player, and Theo Walcott no longer on the books at the Emirates Stadium after joining Everton, both players needed to be replaced. Unlike previous transfer windows when big players have left, the club moved swiftly to bring in reinforcements which should go some way to helping the club push for a top 4 place in the Premier League and appease supporters. Mkhitaryan had already made the switch in a straight swap deal that saw Sanchez move to Old Trafford, while Aubameyang's deal for a club record fee was confirmed on transfer deadline day, less than 24 hours after his new club fell to defeat at the hands of Swansea City. Now that the pair are reunited, how exactly will they fit in at Arsenal? Well, here's 4 ways in which they could. 3-5-2 Mkhitaryan deeper. Now that Mesut Ozil's contract is sorted, Wenger can look to build his team around the playmaker and has already alluded to playing Mkhitaryan as a box-to-box midfielder in order to get both in the same side. I think Mkhitaryan can play in all positions in midfield, Wenger said. In a box-to-box role. Certainly not a defensive role or as a holding player. But all the other positions are not out of reach. Until now he has played in a wide role, but he can certainly absorb that role in a kind of winger or playmaker. I don't rule it out for him to become a box-to-box player. In this formation, Mkhitaryan would take up a deeper role and should be paired alongside a defensive-minded midfielder, which would be one out of Granit Xhaka, Mohamed Elneny or Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Aaron Ramsey and Jack Wilshere are options too, but would need to be extremely disciplined, while Ozil would slot in behind the front two of Aubameyang and Lacazette, hopefully supplying the strikers with endless amounts of chances. 4-3-3 Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan wider. Wenger has experimented with Ozil in a deeper midfield role of late. He done so in the 2-2 draw against Chelsea earlier in the month, and that allowed the German international to make runs off Timo Bakayoko and experienced plenty of joy. Therefore he could forge a 3-man midfield partnership with Xhaka and Ramsey, or Wilshere or Elneny or Maitland-Niles, which should provide a decent enough balance in terms of attacking and defending. That would then allow Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan to take up positions either side of Lacazette, with the main emphasis on the Gabon international making the precise runs from the left wing and latching onto balls played behind the opposition defenders. 4-2-3-1 Lacazette dropped. Rumors of Aubameyang's arrival did seem rather odd at first, given he plays through the middle for club and country, as well as the fact that the Gunners broke their transfer record just last summer to sign Alexander Lacazette. However, the Frenchman has struggled for form as of late. He's scored just once in his last 12 appearances across all competitions and could probably do with a rest, which he's not been afforded due to Olivier Giroud picking up an injury that ruled him out of the festive period. As a result, Aubameyang could relieve some of the pressure and play up front on his own, where he should feed off the creativity from Ozil and Mkhitaryan behind him. 4-2-3-1 Play the Dortmund way. Lacazette doesn't have to be sacrificed to arm the Gunners with their strongest lineup following the arrivals of Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan, at least not when it comes to keeping a place in the first 11. He would have stepped back from the role of playing as Arsenal's lead striker, but if Wenger can take a Leaf out of the Dortmund playbook. His disappearance from the front line need not be a demotion in status. Under Thomas Tuchel, the Bundesliga blew teams away with their finely balanced attack and superior firepower as Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan tore through the final third, through the middle and down the right, respectively, as Marcos Royce ran at defenders from the left. Image. Alexander Simos, Borussia Dortmund, Getty Images. Before he became the focal point of the Lyon attack, Lacazette played as a wide forward on the same flank as the German. And he has already shown that he has all the necessary qualities to make that role his own in Arsenal shirt. While the Frenchman has been unlucky with his finishing at times, his skill at linking up play and keeping hold of the ball has surprised many of his new fans in the Premier League. He may not be as explosive as Alexis Sanchez used to be in possession, but he can beat his marker, cut inside and scare defenders with his pace and movement on the counter. To take the comparison to Dortmund one step further, Ozil can take up position as the most advanced midfielder, filling the same niche as Mario Götze as the free-flying playmaker, where he already plays at his best for the Gunners. Wenger has pulled it off, and now a front four of Aubameyang, Lacazette, Mkhitaryan and Ozil could not only come to dominate Premier League defences but bring back the glory days when match-going fans at the Emirates knew they were buying a ticket to see some of the most entertaining football in Europe. How do you think Arsenal should line up with Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang? Have a go by using the team selector below.